Hi, my name is Jane Prine and I'm with Thrive Nation, and it is Thursday, May 28th. I can't believe it's almost the end of the month. That is just unbelievable. Today's tool is called the Wonder and Awe tool, and we are going to talk about how to garner some wonder and awe in our lives. One of the authors that I just truly love is Ralph Waldo Emerson, and he says, "Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year." Hi, Wendy. And how do we get that sense of awe and that sense of wonder? Some of us can go outside. There are different ways to do it, but one of the wonderful ways to do it is by using a journal. And I'm going to share with you 5 journaling activities today to cultivate, hi Jill, to cultivate a sense of wonder and awe in everyday life. So you'll need a journal, a notebook or a piece of paper, and a pen. And the first one is called "A Picture Says 1,000 Words." So find a picture that really sparks a feeling of joy. It can be in a magazine. It can be if you look out your window and there's something that is in your garden or in your backyard or front yard or even your neighbor's yard, that just gives you a real sense of joy when you look at it. How does that feel? It can also be a photo that you've taken or a photo of a loved one that they've given you. It can be a website. And then set a timer and write in your journal answering this prompt. What is it about this image that brings you joy? And write in as much sensory detail as possible. And last week, Wendy talked about our 5 senses and really tuning into those 5 senses: sight, sound, touch, smell, and so on. So to really bring this sense of joy alive in your writing and within yourself, really think about what you're hearing, what you're smelling, what you're seeing, what you're touching, and if it's a picture of food, it might even make you salivate, and how does it taste? The second tool is called looking back. Think back to a time when you felt a lot of awe and a lot of wonder. Maybe it was today. Maybe it was last week. Or maybe it was 20 years ago or 10 years ago, or where you just felt an absolute awe, where you just were like, wow, that is just amazing. I can think back to 30 years ago when I had my baby, who's now 30. That was a sense of wonder and awe. What a miracle. People are miracles. I don't know how else to say that, but people are miracles. And with that, when you journal, think about what made you feel this way. What was it about that experience that gave you feelings of awe and wonder? And be as specific as you can. The third tool is called getting curious about something. Curiosity is a cornerstone to transformation. When you're curious about something, you want to know more about it. And we tend to grow when we find out new things. So pick a topic, or perhaps an area you're seeking for more clarity, and write down the topic at the top of a clean sheet of paper or in your journal, and then write down at least 10 questions that you're curious about in relationship to this topic or issue. And then simply let your questions become the doorways into new insights, into new clarity, and open you up to the possibilities of wonder and awe. A fourth thing you can do, and Wendy talked about this last week, was go on a nature walk. Take your journal and go on a walk. Ideally, walk in a green space, a park, a forest, or along a beach. When I used to live in Arizona, there were beautiful desert landscapes that we could walk in. Really tune into the nature that surrounds you. Again, use all of your senses: sight, smell, touch, feel, and maybe taste, I don't know, if you can. Notice how you feel as you take each step and place against the earth beneath you. Notice your breath as it enters and leaves your body. Notice your human nature as it moves within the whole of the environment that surrounds you. Allow yourself to be touched by nature. Nature is amazing. It's quiet and it has lots of strength. So what does it feel like to walk in nature, fully awake and aware of your surroundings? What do you notice? How do you feel? And the last technique, or the last prompt that we'll use, is wonder is the beginning of wisdom, says Socrates. So I wonder. You can simply start writing using your journaling prompt, I wonder. I wonder what? Write a sentence, a paragraph, a poem, make a list, or anything else that flows from your pen. Creating a sense of wonder is a choice we can make. Much like perspective and point of view, it is an orientation. Orienting us towards awe and wonder just feels good. And it attracts positive energy to us and through us. Journal writing is a really powerful tool, too, that we can use. It sharpens our senses. It helps us see more clearly what is around us and within us, all at the same time. That's why journaling creates a sense of awe and wonder. So before we wrap up today, let's just talk about the 5 different journaling techniques that we just talked about. A picture says 1,000 words. Find a picture and sense your joy and talk about it in your journal. Looking back, when was a time that you really, really loved, that sparked awe, wonder, and joy? The third way is to get curious about something. What are you curious to know more about? And if we're not curious, then that's something to be curious about why we're not curious. So everybody has something to be curious about. And then take a nature walk with your journal. I have a picnic table out, and I don't know how many people know this about me, but we have trees surrounding our property. And my husband bought me a picnic table where I can go outside and I can sit. And it overlooks the water. And when it's not too windy, I love going out there. It heightens my senses. It heightens my sense of feeling as though I'm part of nature. It heightens my senses. It smells good. It feels good being out there. So I like the ground beneath my feet out there. It's a safe place to be. Anyway, so get out in nature. And the last tool is to write down, I wonder. What do you wonder about? It's kind of like being curious. What are you curious about? What do you want to learn more about? What do you wonder? What comes out on your paper when you say, I wonder? I wonder what? So that's our tool for this time. It's called a journaling tool, Awe and Wonder Journaling Tool, and I hope you have enjoyed this, and we'll be back next Tuesday at 1 o'clock Pacific time. It will not be me, but it'll be another one of our Thrive Nation coaches, and I want to wish you all a wonderful weekend, and I hope it's sunny where you are. Take care.